Right, this Forever 21 robe is pretty sheer, so just like, shut up about it, would you? Okay? It's poorly made. If you can see my nipples, you can see them, okay? Oh well. Whoops, you know? I'm sorry, where are my manners? Happy days, it's me, Daisy Mays. If you can hear my air conditioner in the background, sorry, but that's gotta stay on. It's just gotta stay on. Here, I'll move the mic and see if that helps a bit. See if it helps with the problem I haven't even identified as actually being a problem yet. I love anticipating the worst, you know? It's real great. Oh, I forgot my drink thing. Hold on, I have to go get my energy drink thing, which, you know, you should never have and is bad. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm stuck. Sorry about my big fat juicy ass getting stuck on everything. Ooh. I love playing my favorite game of, oh, this milk drink has been canned for a while. Does that mean the milk has gone bad? It tastes fine, but tastes can be deceiving. As I learned the hard way. Best served chilled or over ice. Refrigerate after opening for best flavor. Drink by date on bottom of can. Cool. And that date was certainly some numbers, certainly some difficult to read. I think they were like the suggestion of numbers. It's great. Now get ready for some more fat guy breathing, because no matter how much weight I lose, and I have lost almost 10 pounds now, it doesn't seem to stop my body from hating everything that I am. So it's probably more deviated septum than weight, but still. Hello, happy days. My name is Daisy Mays, and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god. Many of you may have already watched my dynamic and stunning and ultimately failed first two attempts at the 30-minute makeup challenge, and today I am actually getting ready to do my cabaret stream and my Slays TikTok live drag show as well. So I figured what better time, since I'm already running late, than now to, you know, try and put this shit back together, right? I'm optimistic, cautiously, as much as you can be. I'm actually going to turn my air conditioning back up, so sorry in advance for the potential noise. I just, you know, these robes don't breathe, even though they look really nice. Well, as nice as a Forever 21 garment of any kind can really be. Yeah, there we go. My nipples are here. You can still see them. You're welcome. But now, you know, there's just, is this a better angle? I don't know. Stop yelling at me. Anyway, so it is officially time for trial 3 of the 30-minute makeup challenge. I have more confidence in this one. I've got a slightly different strategy, and most importantly, I've got the box. This is the box from Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, so what is actually inside the black box from Kingdom Hearts is a bunch of a crossdresser's makeup. Woo! Aren't we so glad to have that mystery solved? Don't you love that? Oh, I'm so happy to have helped. Anyway, I'm kidding. I'm not happy. I hope I never help you. That's not true, but also, you know, I'm trying not to forge close connections, you know, because those are how you feel sorrow. Every now and then I make jokes like that, and I think to myself, I'm like, ooh, was that some real slipping out? I hope not, because that sounds bleak. I think we're good. As far as I know, this is all jokes. As far as I know. Anyway, you heard me correctly. It is fucking time to get this shit rockin' and a-rollin'. Let me pull up my timer. This time I am just gonna use one of the timers from before. One of the screen recordings, rather. Because I don't need, like, an hour and a half of 30-minute countdowns taking up space on my phone and computer. You know? So anyway, it is officially time to get right back into this challenge. I feel good about it, okay? I'm confident about how the last 2 times went. The first time was not terrible. The second time was much improved. And I didn't have a problem with either one that went, but I think we can nail it. I really think we can, okay? And to that end, I'm going to simplify things, okay? I am getting ready for my streams later today, as well as I have a bunch of videos that I would like to film on my own. But I have one outfit that I'm wearing today, and I'm very excited. It's a very cunty outfit. I'm very excited to wear it. I gotta burp. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. There she is. There she blows. And blows and blows and blows. So, we're going to keep things as simple as possible here. And I'm actually going to approach this in a way different from last time, which is I am going to do truly the basics and then finish my eyes. And then, after I have finished my eyes, I'm going to go back and start doing more detail work that is, like, superfluous for the most part and not as critical of a thing. So basically, all I want right now is the basics ready and raring to go. This does mean I'm going to be deviating from my usual method, and that might be for the best, because, you know, what has my usual method done for me? In terms of speed. It's a great method. Hey, regular method, if you're watching from home, love you. So happy. Can't wait to work together again, Diva. But, like, this time, I think I'd like to just kind of approach things a little differently, okay? Both the upside and downside of this setup I have here, which, let me give you a brief look. It's not going to be a full tour, but we got my brushes up here, and then we got all of my standards here. I love this container. I did a pageant once, and I saw a friend of mine had it there. She had a great setup for handling this kind of thing. I'm going to put my touch-up parts over there. And it really resonated with me. You know, it just really, like, really spoke to me. The way that she, like, had things, and they were, like, good and, like, organized. It also helps that her anxiety makes me look downright tame. So, here we go. These are the two eyeshadow palettes that I use. I have my basic foundation, contour, and highlight. Now, I am going to use a liquid blush as well, with the assumption in mind that there's a very good chance that we might just not get to use it at all. But we have it nearby, and that's what counts. And I think this is the liquid eyeliner that I like. Yeah, carbonite. Love this carbonite shit. Very cool. Okay, I think that's basically what, you know, we're gonna do here. I've got a very simple setup here. I'll give you a brief look. Stop screaming! There we go. That's just kind of what we're dealing with here. Nothing too crazy. There are a fewer products. I'm not going, like, as intensely. Could you see my nipple just then? I hope not. Do you wanna? Okay. See? You get one nipple before I put on the girl makeup, because that's when social media starts saying it's a problem. Because male nipples are fine. Male nipples are just fine. But as soon as I look somewhat female, they're like, pornography! And I mean, I agree. I do agree I should be doing porn. But that's for me to decide. Not you, dumb motherfuckers and your fucking bots. It's always strange doing this in the afternoon on a Saturday. Because, like, I know your first thought is, ugh, how sad. And, like, yeah, to an extent, but I would be choosing to do this anyway. I'm also, like, keeping a few of my products already open, just because that's a little easier as well. Okay, so that's basically what we've got to deal with here. I've got a simple approach, and I think we can do this in a half hour. I really do. So this time, I really have the goal of, and bear with me, doing all of it. Like, all of my makeup, including the lashes, and that being it. I'd like to have it all done. I don't know if that's just crazy or if I have a good shot of it. I'd like to think I have a good shot. Let me get you a better angle again. For this third trial, I think we have everything set up that we need, and I think we can succeed. My primer is dry, my shit is set up. I think we are just about ready to get started. I'm very manic today, so I'm moving stuff around a lot. You might have noticed the pile that is my bed. I'm in the midst of what you might call a purge, but you know, we'll deal with that later. For right now, it's time to do makeup. So, we have 30 minutes on the clock. I have my brush, and I think it is now officially time to get started. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, immediate panic. I don't know why I continue to think that this will be a fun and good idea. Yet, for some reason, I really do. Don't know why, couldn't tell you. Wait, hold on, stop everything. I forgot to put on a wig cap. The brush has not touched my face. This is still within city limits, I think. Please stop staring at my breasts. Both of my breasts. My boobs, titties, and jugs. Are you quite sure? There it is. How's that look? Okay, that'll do the job that I need it to today. Now, I've got my brush with a little bit of foundation on it. That's all I've done so far. Now we can get started. In 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my god. Continuously a terrible plan. Love it. Love to see it. I gotta say, having an air conditioner running while I'm doing this definitely makes it a little less terrifying. But not by much. Not by much. First things first, as per the norm, I need to slather my entire face in foundation. Most of my makeup, of the strategy, so to speak, is going to be more or less the same here, with the main exceptions being what order they happen in later on, and what things get cut altogether for time. I gotta be honest with you, it's probably been like almost a month, if not longer, since the last time I've been in drag, so this is how I've chosen to return to the art form. Isn't that great? Really make sure that I hate it, right? That's not true. I love drag, and I even love makeup. It's just that time limits never make anything fun. I'm trying to decide whether it would be more helpful or less helpful to look at the clock while I'm doing this. I'm leaning towards less helpful, but like, I guess it could be either, right? Alright, that's foundation. Cool. Let's move on to contour. Again, I keep thinking that it's a good idea to like barely have any proper lighting. Like, my lights look good in the screen, but I can barely see fucking anything. And that's fun. For doing something visual, I think the fewer lights, the better. You know, don't you agree? Sound off if you agree. Don't sound off otherwise. I'm reading 1984 right now, so I kind of think I'm turning into Big Brother. Like, you're supposed to turn into Julia or Winston, right? I'm turning into Big Brother. Big sister is watching you! Can I get an amen? 'Cause I will never shut up again! Yeah! Did I not put enough on this side? Don't care, don't have time, we're good. Essentially, the 3 phases of this kind of need to be done in borderline perfect timing. Like, all of my base needs to be done by the 20-minute mark, and I need my eyes to be done, and my lips to be done by, like, the 20-minute mark, so that the last 10 minutes can be spent putting on the finishing touches, as well as getting those fucking lashes on. The lashes we're probably going to do before the finishing touches, just to be safe. See, I've been thinking about this. It's been like a few weeks since I actually filmed the first 2 trials, and they were like a week apart already. So, I feel like I've had the time I need to figure out how to use that time wisely. That's it for contour once we've blended this. There we go. Now for the highlight. There we go. Let's get you going, Diva. Diva. I think regardless of what happens, this 3rd trial is going to be my final trial, because while this is a very fun challenge, I gotta tell ya, it does not make drag fun. It was definitely worth trying. It's worth considering, because when you're doing any sort of creative or performance thing, it's like, well, how far are you willing to go with this? For me, drag is fun. Even when I get to do it in a professional context, I'm still doing it with the main goal being, let's make this fun. So anytime it's like approaching really unpleasant, I have a problem with that. Now, we do the liquid blush. We're going to use a little more than I usually use, just in case I'm not able to do a whole lot of powder blush. Fierce, fierce Hunty, let's drag it up. Work, work, Diva Hunty with my fierce, let's gag it. Katya, I'm interested in being your child. Is that something you'd be interested in? Oh, she's gone. Okay, never mind. Alright, we got less than a minute before we hit the 20-minute mark. So now I need to set this and forget this. Part of me worries that this isn't going to be as entertaining of a video if I succeed. You know? Like, I have faith. I have hope. But also, I know what I like to watch. And it's nothing with love in my heart. So, you guys, I'm so excited. I get to go see The Amazing Digital Circus, the last act, next week. I'm so excited. I'm really worried about what it's going to do to me, to be quite honest. Alright, we're just under the 20-minute mark. We're a little more behind than I'd like, but it's nothing we can't come back from. Alright, phase 1 complete. We're just a minute behind, that's all. I can work with that. Okay? Everybody relax. Now, we're going to start with lips, because those need some time to sit, so I want to give it that time. I had thought about doing a red lip today, and like, I love that idea, especially since the look I'm going for is all red, but I really just don't think that's something I really want to try today. I still haven't figured out a red lip for me. I've done it a few times, and I don't dislike it, but eh. Alright, there's the first layer of lipstick. Turn the fuck up. Turn down for what, I say? Turn down for what? Okay, now it's time to jump right into the eyes. We're at 17 minutes left. This is not the lip plumping, this is the Farrah, so we should be good. If I'm wrong, I think you all know that I'm leaping out of this second story window. There we go. Oh, those eyes are uneven, damn. That's better, we'll have to fix it with the white, I hope. But that's all I need that for, so now we can jump right into the white eyeliner. As you may have already guessed, this makeup is going to be all over the fucking place, even more so than usual. I had another smaller black liner pen, I think it's already in there. We should be alright. We're just about at the halfway point, 15 minutes on the dot. Oh my god. You guys, I'm so worried. I'm so nervous and horny. Is this how Cupcake feels all the time? That must be exhausting. We salute you, Cupcake. We salute your courage and your sacrifice. I'd rather ride Squidward nose, too. Oh, that thing looks like it's got some girth. I appreciate that. Okay, there's the gel. Let's set it with eyeshadow. I forgot to fish out my liquid white liner, which I use for the waterline, but we still have time for that. Oh my god, we're already at 12 minutes and 50 seconds. That's crazy. This is going by even faster than I actually initially anticipated. And now I'm genuinely worried. I thought I had it down to a science. And now it turns out I don't know shit about science. But I know shit about the science of white eyeliner on your waterline. Okay, now, the black liner. I think we go right into that now, right? I think that probably makes the most sense, shockingly. I haven't done eyeshadow yet, and I'm a little worried about, like, how that's gonna go. I am making the mistake of getting a little nervous, and it is affecting my ability to do lines. Not those lines. Alright, now another layer of lipstick, I think. I'm thinking we'll just do a black smoky eye, since I'll already have the black eyeshadow out. That is, like, a little lazy crazy, but I'm also Daisy, so they can't be talking about me. Okay, now it's time for the black gel liner. Let's go! I'm so worried and horny. Sorry, that happens when I get anxious. Does it not happen to you? Well, 8.5 minutes left, so whatever. This gel liner does not want to cooperate with me today. I hope it's not drying out. I feel like I really have to dig it into my skin today, which is, you know, not ideal, obviously. Okay, now a 2-for the eyeshadow and the setting of the black eyeliner, all at once. Just as I planned. I hope. We'll see. Alright, there's the set for that. Now, kind of trying to do like a black smoky eye, sort of. Well, I don't hate that so far. Shit, if this works, maybe it'll be my standard. We're officially just past the 5 minutes left mark. If I don't make it, tell my family, don't touch my stuff. Thanks. Try and make these match a bit more. Okay, I think that's what we're going to be able to do for that. Now, I want to get my shimmer in there. Oh yeah, that's fierce. Oh, I love using a big brush for the shimmer, although I need a smaller one for my lips. There we go. Okay, now, we gotta get some more dimension in here. Let's go. I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, but like, are we gonna do this? I had to skip the baking altogether because I knew that probably wasn't going to happen in the time that I needed it to. So I'm hoping to create some dimension with some other products here. Okay, now we need some blush. 1 minute left. Ah! And some blush for the cheeks. Trying to not dull the sparkle of my other things. Okay. Oh, hey, I need a little darker. 15 seconds. Ah!
3, 2, 1.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and pencils down. We are finished. And wait a goddamn second. Did we? We almost succeeded. But I'm missing something, aren't I? I'm missing the eyebrows. Damn. I was in such a rush, I completely forgot to add eyebrows. And you know what? Actually, that's fine, because I'd like to give this a little bit of a bake anyway. We may be out of time, and that's alright. But I would still like to just bake in that color a little bit anyway. There we go. There's that. And while I'm in here, let's add a little highlight, Diva, because I still want to sparkle. And we'll add in the rest of the highlight once I'm done letting that sit for a minute. While we're doing that, I can put on the lashes. And we can have a little chat. So, this is the third, and as I mentioned before, the final time that I wanted to try this challenge. Because, ultimately, what I think I have learned, and this may be different for you, it's probably going to be different for everybody. What I have learned is that regardless of whether or not I can do my makeup in a half hour, I really, really don't want to have to. And that's the beautiful part, is that most of the time, you won't have to. Most of the time, it doesn't have to be done that quickly. As we've learned from my second 2 attempts, you can get a lot of work done in a half hour, and you don't need to be completely done by the end of it. As I mentioned in the first video that I made on this subject, a challenge like this one is just that, a challenge. It's meant to test your skills and maybe teach you some new ones on the way. But you get to decide what you take away from that knowledge. You don't need to match whatever the challenge requires that you do. It's enough fun just to play the game, you know? My titties are gonna be bouncing out. Sorry about that. For me personally, I definitely see the value of getting into drag early, so that you have the time to futz around and try something new and just make sure everything is as perfect as possible. However, I also see the virtue in being able to work quickly and decisively, having a plan ahead of time, and executing it to the best of your ability. Ultimately, there is no one right way to do your makeup, especially for drag. No matter what Drag Race would have you believe, you can look a fucking mess, Exhibit A, and still have a good time and put on a good show. Remember, at the end of the day, it is not really about who does their makeup the fastest or the best, who's been on Drag Race and who hasn't, and it's not even about who can be the most professional, on time, and well-booked performer. Though all those things definitely do help, so strive to meet them if possible. At the end of the day, it's night. Oh, and also, and more importantly, it's about celebrating an art form and a life that others have deemed not necessarily worthy of celebration. We have had our moment in the sun as drag performers of being the mainstream attraction, but with the way that pop culture has been moving further and further away from queer topics, and the more conservative parties around the world tend to be getting more and more driven to spew their hate and get people to follow them, it is more important now, more than ever, to simply show up, to twirl and dance and have fun, and make things that show other queer people, especially younger queer people, that they are not alone, that we are still here, and that we're not fucking going anywhere. All that to say, I loved this challenge, and I had a lot of fun doing it. However, do not use it as a metric as to whether or not you're any good, or as to whether or not you're fast enough or professional enough or whatever. Just try it for fun. See what you can do in a half hour, and then give yourself a little praise and a little pat on the back for being able to do that much. Because honestly, it's more important that you try in the first place. If you don't, then what's the fucking point? At that point, you might as well already be dead and buried. All of life is about putting in effort and trying your best. But remember that your best is your best. It's specific to you. You should only be striving to achieve what you want to achieve and what you can achieve. God, it's exhausting to be this positive all the time. I'm gonna go back to being a cunt. Is that okay with you? There we go. This could have been a lot worse. Anyway, that's about all I have to say on the matter. This was a lot of fun. All 3 of these attempts were a really good time, and I enjoyed finding out that I can probably do my makeup in a half hour, or at least some version of it, and I probably don't ever want to again. If I don't have to ever again, then I won't. I much prefer to take the community college theater approach, which is get there 2 hours early when you only need 1 hour to get ready. In fact, maybe get there 3 hours early. Give yourself the time to really sit with it, and makeup should be fun. Like, look, this is... Ooh, this is fun. So, like, maybe let it be fun, you know? Is that allowed? I did rush a little, so some things are a little shaky, some things are a little thicker or thinner that they should be. These eyebrows do not match at all, and, who cares? I'm going to be standing in my room talking to a camera and singing at my wall. So, who cares, right? I do, and this is enough for my level of care. I like it. I'm happy with this. And I think that's really the lesson that we should all take away from this. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into full gig, and then I will be right back with you for the grand reveal. See you there. And there you have it. The finished look. Honestly, this light is a little harsh, but still, this is after I've done the full TikTok live drag show, the full Closet Cabaret, and filmed a bunch of content in between. So this could be a lot worse, especially for only having done, the majority of it in like a half hour. I feel pretty good about this. Let me shift over to my better lighting. Hang on one sec. There we go. I don't know if I would call it better lighting, but I would call it more consistent lighting. Let's say that much. Anyway, here we go. Let me give you another better look. There we go. Oh, it's holding up pretty nicely. I think a lot of that has to do with the setting spray, although the wig itself is, that's a different story. She needs some styling and some Christ, to be quite honest. Anyway, I am happy to report that the 3rd trial of the 30-minute makeup challenge I'm satisfied with. And everything I said before still applies. I had so much fun performing today and filming a bunch of content, and frankly, I didn't see very much of what my makeup looked like. And that's fine. It's none of my business, really. It's yours more than anything. So I'm good. I had fun. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Anyway, I'm satisfied with my progress, and ultimately, I think I might take even longer on my makeup in the future. I wouldn't say I've learned nothing, but I've certainly learned where my priorities lie, and they're not with speeding through makeup. They're simply not. Still, what do you think? How quickly do you do your makeup? Could you do the 30-minute challenge if you were asked to? Because I'm asking you to right now. Do it, please and thank you. And if you were to try, what would be your strategy? Let me know in the comments down below. And hey, while you're there, I don't know, maybe leave this video a like if you feel like it. Hey, subscribe if you feel like sticking around. It seems like you might like some of my stuff if you made it this far, so give it a try. And hit that nifty little notification bell so that you get notified every single time I post some brand new plant-based cartoon cotton candy clowny content. My darling, there's going to be so much interesting stuff, but mostly terrible shit, and I think you're going to want to be there for all of it. So I'm hoping to see you there. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this. I hope you gleaned something from it, and I can't wait to see you next time. Once again, my name is Daisy Mays, and I'm wishing you all some very happy days. Now I'm gonna go be pussy. Goodbye.